I am Pinoy Rob.
I am Pinoy Rob.
Weather forecast. Tropical Caribbean likely to bring significant impacts to the Philippines. Local news. PhilHealth defends against allegations of a 138 million pesos Christmas party budget. Mayor Clarex led the distribution of land titles to Sendong survivors in Barangay Baluban. 13th anniversary of Typhoon Sendong remembered and honored. The victim who came from a vigil was run over by a truck and passed away. National news. Mary Jane Veloso to return to the Philippines on Wednesday. International news. Law-abiding Filipinos in the U.S. are not the target of Trump's deportation policy, says DFA official. Entertainment. Chelsea Manalo's duties as Miss Universe Asia. Sports. It's like a roller coaster. JD Cagulangan reflects on his UP journey. International feature. 16-year-old detained in connection with New Mexico's quadruple homicide. National feature. Philippines approves landmark defense agreement with Japan. Trivia. The most cleanest country in the world.
If you find this segment informative, please click the thumbs up button and subscribe to stay updated with our latest news, and share this broadcast to your friends and family. Your support helps us keep you informed. Help us get our first 10,000 subscribers. Your engagement matters. Liking, sharing, and subscribing to our content not only helps more people discover the important stories we bring you, but also supports our team's hard work. It boosts our visibility in the algorithm, making it easier for others to find ways to stay informed. Plus, it helps us generate more resources to continue delivering the news you rely on. Thank you for being part of our community.
Good morning, Philippines. Magandang umaga, Luzon, ug mayong adlaw, Visayas ug Mindanao. Today is Monday, December 16, 2024. I am Athalia P. Saniel. Local news. PhilHealth defends against allegations of a 138 million pesos Christmas party budget. PhilHealth has defended itself against a social media post by Dr. Tony Lichon, which alleged the agency allocated 138 million pesos for a Christmas party. According to PhilHealth's clarification, the said amount is part of the budget for their 29th anniversary celebration scheduled for next year and is not specifically intended for a Christmas party this year. The agency emphasized that Dr. Lichon's information was incorrect and reiterated that they are complying with Malacanang's directive to avoid extravagant Christmas celebrations. PhilHealth also stated that the budget is meant for various programs related to their anniversary, including health-related initiatives and employee welfare programs, as part of their mandate as the government's primary health agency. This issue emerged following President Ferdinand Marcos Jr.'s reminder to government agencies to avoid lavish celebrations this year to show empathy for Filipinos who continue to face rising costs and other economic challenges. Furthermore, PhilHealth clarified that they remain supportive of the administration's efforts to uphold austerity measures amidst the needs of Filipino people. The incident has sparked discussions on transparency and accountability in the utilization of government funds. Mayor Clarex led the distribution of land titles to Sendong survivors in Barangay Balubal. On the 13th anniversary of the remembrance of Typhoon Sendong's devastation in the city, where thousands of lives were lost and many went missing, 27 land titles were distributed to Sendong survivors living in the SMC's GK village in Barangay Balubal on Monday, December 16, 2024. The ceremony was led by Mayor Rolando Clarex Uy as part of the ongoing support from the government for disaster victims. According to Mayor Clarex, this initiative is part of the government's goal to help Sendong survivors gain security over their properties. The government continues to care for and ensure the security of our people. With the help of land titles, families are now certain that they are the rightful owners of their homes and the land they occupy, said Mayor Clarex. On the other hand, Cesar Pagapulaan Jr., Acting Department Manager of the City, Housing and Urban Development Department, mentioned that over 100 documents are currently being processed to grant land titles to other residents of the relocation site. Majority Floor Leader and City Councilor Edgar Cabanlas also proudly shared that of the 500 Sendong survivors at the relocation site, more than 300 have already received their land titles, marking a significant step toward providing greater security and peace for the families affected by the disaster. The distribution of the land titles also serves as a remembrance of the impact of Typhoon Sendong and the continuous efforts of the local government to support its victims. 13th anniversary of Typhoon Sendong remembered and honored. On the 13th anniversary of Typhoon Sendong, a ceremony will be held to honor the thousands of victims still unidentified since the devastating impact of the storm, which claimed over 1,000 lives in the city. This event is coordinated by the City Council in partnership with the Catholic Church, other religious sects, and the families of the deceased residents who were recovered but remained unidentified due to the failure of forensic analysis by the National Bureau of Investigation. Councilor Girly Balaba, chairperson of the Committee on Social Services, announced that the ceremony will take place at 9:30 a.m. at the City Memorial Park in Bolonsari, Barangay Camamanan. This marks a solemn occasion to remember the victims of the disaster. The disaster, internationally known as a tropical storm Washi, struck on December 16, 2011, leaving 472 people dead and causing damages estimated at nearly 98 billion pesos. The memorial services aims to provide closure to families still seeking recognition and remembrance for their loved ones lost in the tragedy. The victim, who came from a vigil, was run over by a truck and passed away. A family will no longer be able to celebrate Christmas or welcome the New Year after two relatives were run over and killed by a trailer truck in Purok 4, Barangay Sinay, Lagintingan, Misamis Oriental. According to information reaching Misamis Oriental Police Provincial Office Director Colonel Wilbur Salagoste, the victims were identified as 18-year-old Jenny Incoy and her 11-year-old nephew DJ Arbeliesa, both residents of Barangay Liberty in the same town. Preliminary investigation revealed that the two were riding a motorcycle when the handlebar got caught on a hanging cable wire, causing them to fall into the path of the speeding truck, resulting in the tragic accident. It was discovered that the victims had just come from a vigil, but the accident tragically led to their untimely deaths, leaving their loved ones grieving. The incident highlights the dangers of poorly maintained infrastructure, such as hanging wires, which contributed to tragic event. Local authorities have urged for better safety measures including securing cables and improving road conditions to prevent similar accidents in the future. Weather forecast. Tropical Caribbean likely to bring significant impacts to the Philippines. We have a new named storm system developing in the Western Pacific this upcoming week. As we monitor it closely, the current analysis suggests that it will likely form just off the east coast of Mindanao. The Joint Typhoon Warning Center has designated this system as Dec.16, although it is not yet classified as a tropical depression by the Japan Meteorological Agency. Pag-asa is closely monitoring this system as well, especially due to its potential to bring increased rainfall. The system is centered just southwest of Guam, bringing rainfall to areas like Palau and Yap. Its low-pressure center is moving very closely westward, which means it will linger off the east coast of Mindanao from Monday into Tuesday. Areas as far south as Davao can expect scattered showers, but the heaviest rains will likely impact the eastern coastline, including locations such as Surigao, Leyte, and Samar. This scenario is typical for December, where strong onshore winds and a shear line influence the weather. These factors are already bringing windy and cloudy conditions to parts of southeastern Luzon, eastern Visayas, and northeastern Mindanao. Both the GFS and ECMWF models predict that the system will remain stationary off the eastern seaboard due to a high-pressure ridge and a shear line acting as barriers. By midweek, this system could start intensifying if the shear line weakens and warmer sea surface temperatures provide favorable conditions. National news. Mary Jane Veloso to return to the Philippines on Wednesday. Mary Jane Veloso, the Filipina convicted of drug trafficking in Indonesia, is set to return to the Philippines on Wednesday, December 20, 2024. This marks the culmination of a decade-long diplomatic effort by the Philippine government to secure her repatriation. Veloso, who was arrested in 2010 for attempting to smuggle heroin into Indonesia, had been on death row for several years. She gained a last-minute reprieve in 2015 after the Philippines intervened and has since been seeking to serve her sentence in her home country. Her repatriation agreement follows years of negotiation, with both countries working together to finalize the terms. Once back in the Philippines, Veloso will likely face legal proceedings and potentially clemency, but she will remain under detention for the long time being. The move is seen as a victory for Veloso and her family, as well as for the ongoing efforts of the Philippine government to protect its citizens abroad. International news. Law-abiding Filipinos in the U.S. are not the target of Trump's deportation policy, says DFA official. A Department of Foreign Affairs official reassured Filipinos on Monday that their law-abiding relatives in the United States are not the focus of President-elect Donald Trump's mass deportation policy. DFA Undersecretary Eduardo De Vega clarified that the incoming Trump administration is aiming to deport illegal immigrants who are involved in criminal activities or who do not contribute to the U.S. economy. President-elect Trump is not targeting law-abiding Filipinos, De Vega stated during an interview on state television PTV. He is focusing on those who were allowed into the U.S. by President Biden's administration, millions of people who arrived but are not working and are only receiving social welfare, he added. De Vega also mentioned that the administration's focus on illegal immigration is part of its broader strategy to prioritize individuals who can contribute to the workforce and society. Trump's deportation plans have raised concerns about the possible impact on Filipino communities in the U.S., but the DFA official assured that those with proper legal standing and who follow the law will not be affected by the policy. The statement comes amid ongoing discussions about U.S. immigration policy and its effects on various immigrant groups, including Filipinos. Entertainment. Chelsea Manalo's duties as Miss Universe Asia. Chelsea Manalo discusses her responsibilities as Miss Universe Asia and her pursuits beyond pageantry. Chelsea Manalo, the Filipino beauty queen who made history as part of the first ever batch of continental titleists of Miss Universe, opens up about her role and responsibilities that come with being crowned Miss Universe Asia. As a representative for the Asian continent, she takes on the responsibility of advocating for social causes, promoting cultural exchange, and inspiring young women across Asia to pursue their dreams. Beyond pageantry, Manalo is also committed to making a difference in her community through various charitable initiatives, empowering women, and raising awareness about issues such as education and mental health. Her journey reflects a broader mission to use her platform for positive change while continuing to represent the values of strength, resilience, and beauty from Asia on the global stage. Sports. It's like a roller coaster. J.D. Cagulangan reflects on his UP journey. If UAAP Season 87 Final MVP J.D. Cagulangan could describe his journey with the Fighting Maroons, he said it would be like a roller coaster. The two-time UAAP men's basketball champion acknowledged it wasn't always easy during his time at the University of the Philippines. It really felt like a roller coaster ride. Sometimes you're at the top, sometimes you're at the bottom. For me, we were helped in overcoming those things. We're thankful that Coach Gold guided us, he said. Cagulangan's path to success was filled with struggles, but they only strengthened his resolve. Before joining the Fighting Maroons, Cagulangan started his collegiate career with the De La Salle University Green Archers, where he faced challenges due to the team's guard-heavy rotation. After transferring to UP, he had to wait to debut due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Cagulangan played a crucial role in Season 84, helping UP win its first UAAP men's basketball title since 1986. Though UP faced tough losses in the next two seasons, the Fighting Maroons bounced back to claim the championship in his final year, with Cagulangan being named Finals MVP. Sabi ko lang sa teammates ko, kailangan natin i-enjoy yung process kung paano namin kukunin ulit, which is nagawa namin this season. Very, very thankful ako na pinagkatiwalaan nila ako bilang isa sa mga leaders, he said. International feature. 16-year-old detained in connection with New Mexico's quadruple homicide. A 16-year-old boy from Belen, New Mexico, is in custody following the alleged murder of our family members. According to authorities, The teenager called 911 early Saturday morning, confessing that he had killed his family. Upon arrival at the residence, officers found the teenager visibly intoxicated and with his hands raised, walking out of the home. Inside, deputies discovered the bodies of 4 victims: 42-year-old Leonardo Leyva, 35-year-old Adriana Bencomo, 16-year-old Adrian Leyva, and 14-year-old Alexander Leyva, all of whom appeared to have died from gunshot wounds. A handgun was recovered from the kitchen table. The victims are suspects' parents and 2 brothers, according to local officials. The teenager is now facing charges of 4 counts of first-degree murder. Mass shootings remain a tragic reality in the United States, with gun violence continuing to rise. This year alone, the country has witnessed at least 484 mass shootings, incidents defined as involving at least 4 victims, either dead or injured. This surge in violence is linked to the country's relatively relaxed gun laws and the widespread availability of firearms, often outnumbering the population. National feature: Philippines approves landmark defense agreement with Japan. On Monday, the Philippines officially ratified an important defense agreement with Japan, enabling both nations to deploy troops on each other's territories as part of efforts to strengthen their partnership in countering China's growing influence. Both the Philippines and Japan have long been allies of the United States, which is working to reinforce a network of alliances to counter China's territorial claims in the Pacific. The agreement, which also includes provisions for increased joint military exercises, was approved by the Philippine Senate with unanimous support. Senate President Francis Escudero confirmed there were no opposing votes or abstentions. The treaty will also need approval for lawmakers in Tokyo before it can be implemented, according to Japan's embassy. Ratifying the agreement reaffirms the strategic partnership between the 2 countries and their shared goal of contributing to regional and global peace, security, and stability, the Senate said in a statement. The agreement will enhance defense cooperation between the Philippines and Japan, particularly in addressing maritime security challenges. Trivia: the most cleanest country in the world. Estonia is considered the cleanest country in the world for several reasons. First, it boasts some of the cleanest air globally, with the fine particulate matter levels well below the World Health Organization's guidelines. This exceptional air quality is partly due to Estonia's low industrial activity and extensive forest coverage. About 51% of the country is covered by forests, which help maintain clean air and supportive, diverse wildlife. Second, Estonia's water quality is remarkable, with about 98% of its rivers providing potable water. This is a result of significant investments in water treatment and sanitation infrastructure. Additionally, around 23% of Estonia's territory is designated as protected areas, preserving biodiversity and natural beauty. The country's environmental policies and regulations are robust, focusing on reducing emissions, managing waste effectively, and safeguarding natural habitats. Estonia is also a leader in developing clean technologies and green solutions, further enhancing its environmental performance. Lastly, Estonia emphasizes organic farming, with about 21% of its farmland certified organic, which reduces the use of harmful pesticides and fertilizers, contributing to healthier ecosystems. These combined efforts and initiatives highlight Estonia's commitment to environmental sustainability and its proactive measures to protect and enhance its natural environment, making it the cleanest country in the world. And that was the information we got from here and abroad. Keep listening and watching. Thank you very much for supporting. And please subscribe, follow, like, and share Pinoy Rob on YouTube channel. And follow us on our Facebook page. And have a wonderful day.
If you find this segment informative, please click the thumbs up button and subscribe to stay updated with our latest news and share this broadcast to your friends and family. Your support helps us keep you informed. Help us get our first 10,000 subscribers. Your engagement matters. Liking, sharing, and subscribing to our content not only helps more people discover the important stories we bring you, but also supports our team's hard work. It boosts our visibility in the algorithm, making it easier for others to find ways to stay informed. Plus, it helps us generate more resources to continue delivering the news you rely on. Thank you for being part of our community.